Falcons training camp kicked off with a bang. The Dirty Birds finally signed draft pick Desmond Trufant and came to an agreement with QB Matt Ryan, moving him 2 steps closer to the big game in the Big Apple. Goodbye, Joe, and hello, Lewis Williams, Devin Knight, and John Jenkins. Now, on to the supporting cast. What do you think we should expect from Josh Smith? The Highlight Factory may add a few more hit makers this fall. The Summer League just wrapped, and although the Hawks only won 1 game, Mike Scott, John Jenkins, and rookie Dennis Schroeder all had impressive offensive performances. The 4th day of action kicked off at the BB&T Atlanta Open with 2-time Grand Slam champion and 7th seed Leighton Hewitt defeating American Ryan Williams in straight sets to advance to the quarterfinals. American wildcarded 373rd ranked Christian Harrison defeated Colombia's #1 Alejandro Falla to advance to the quarters. Play resumes tonight at the BB&T Atlanta Open. Now, Burnett tells us he won an additional $500 in DeKalb County when he moved to Georgia just a few weeks ago. He says he's been playing the Virginia lottery for years and yet never won a thing. For ABI News, I'm Tenitra Batiste. Especially with the right leadership, as every NBA team needs, and of course we've had for the last few years those guys, Joe Johnson and Al Horford, but half that leadership team is gone.
Yeah, Joe Johnson, we sent him up north with his $110 million guaranteed, so he's not with us anymore. It's going to be up to Horford and Josh Smith to carry the load for the playoffs.
So goodbye, Joe, and hello, Lewis Williams, Devin Knight, and John Jenkins. Now, on to the supporting cast. What do you think we should expect from Josh Smith?
I think Josh Smith's going to have a great season if he wants the huge contract that he's expecting this year. He really wants top player money, and he's going to have to really do so. He's averaging 22 points a game, and to get him to the playoffs, he's going to have to play big this year.
All right, well, that will do it with Catch the Spirit. Join us again next time as the Hawks get ready for the meat of their league schedule in April. I'm Tenitra Batiste with Chris Mullins. We'll see you next time. Hello, I'm Tenitra Batiste, and welcome to Sports Blast, your college basketball week in review. And let's start off with a look at the teams heading to the Final Four in Atlanta next weekend. Who does the president have in his bracket? Well, if he had Syracuse in the Final Four, he was off to a good start. Michael Carter-Williams and C.J. Fair have the Cuse rolling early. In fact, Carter-Williams and Fair were better than Marquette all by themselves. The Warriors only scored 39 points. So it's Syracuse who will return to the Final Four for the first time since Carmelo Anthony's championship squad back in '03. Syracuse is a winner, 55-39. Now, the story in the other game, would the Shockers from Wichita State be able to compete for a half with mighty Ohio State? Well, they did much better than that. Malcolm Armstead and the Little program from the Missouri Valley Conference defeat the Buckeyes, who shot just 31% from the field. Wichita State is on its way to the Final Four with a 4-point win, 70-66. So, top overall seed Louisville will face Wichita State at the Georgia Dome next Saturday, while Michigan takes on Syracuse in the other semifinal. Be sure and check back for all the highlights from the Final Four next weekend. For Sports Blast, I'm Tenitra Batiste. Thanks for watching. Joseph Burnett was bracing for a busy month as an amusement park concessionaire last week when he turned into this Stockbridge sicko and bought a Georgia Millions instant lottery ticket.
Went in there and spent 25. And I scratched the 3, didn't win. Scratched the 2 and won 20. I was happy with the 20. And as I was about to pump gas, I started to scratch the $20 ticket. It got to the 13th number and it said $2.5 million. And I stumbled and I started headed back towards the door. And I said, hey, what is this? And I said, is this fake? And he scanned it and he said, no, it says present for claims at lottery headquarters.
Just like that, Burnett's thoughts went from filling buckets of popcorn to buckets of cash. And like anyone else, he refused to believe this could possibly be true.
It's still sinking into everybody. I guess when I have a new car and I guess when things change, they'll believe me. But it's surreal. It's like, it is real, but it's sinking in.
Burnett recently moved from Virginia to Henry County and says he'll stay with the carnival and try to continue a normal life. As normal as a lottery winner's life could ever be.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to buy a car, buy a computer, pay all the bills, and then still work and have fun. I mean, it changes your life. So one week you're worried about paying bills, the next year you're not.
Now, Burnett tells us he won an additional $500 in DeKalb County when he moved to Georgia just a few weeks ago. He says he's been playing the Virginia lottery for years and yet never won a thing. For ABI News, I'm Tenitra Batiste. The Braves finally got the right-handed power bat they've been seeking for left field with the addition of Justin Upton.
There it goes!
Upton comes from Arizona, where he put up MVP-type numbers in 2011, posting 31 homers, 88 ribbies, and 21 stolen bases. His numbers were down a little last year, but the change in scenery should get Justin back in business.
It's sinking in. It's a cool experience. First time being on a different ball club, but it's a great group of guys here, so it shouldn't be too much of a transition. And I'm just looking forward to get going.
Justin's first 5 seasons in the majors saw him average over 120 strikeouts each year, so keeping his eye on the ball is a priority for 2013.
You try to keep a balance of still taking aggressive at bats, but obviously putting the ball in play when needed. So there's obviously a focus on that.
Justin teams up with big brother BJ in the Braves outfield. They'll take the team's long ball defense up a notch and help mow down a lot of fly balls.
It's exciting. You look. That's something you dream about, and with both of us being here now, I think the focus switches to baseball. We kind of leave the whole aura of that behind, and we know we have a goal here, and that's to win, and that's what we'll switch our focus to.
Critics say that the younger Upton has been consistently inconsistent over his career, but the Braves are confident that with veteran leadership and a new start with a contender, that Justin will return to his all-star form. From Turner Field, I'm Tenitra Batiste.